What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan Morgan, founder of the Acquisition Network, and I'm shooting this video. I'm gonna be honest, I had some guy like comment in my DMs, and he was like, "You're trying to rip people off. If your business model was so real, why didn't you just do it for yourself? Why are you charging people to do it for them?" And I'm like, dude, like, I can't do it by myself because I'm not liquid for millions of dollars and I don't have perfect credit. Therefore, I don't have personally the capacity to acquire a business on my own. However, what I am doing is I'm setting a software company up where there's a team and system and support to allow us to acquire multiple companies. And so that's why you, the client who is hiring my team, gets to benefit from all the investments that I've made. Right? Nobody just gave me $2-3 million to just be liquid to buy a business on my own. People gave me money by selling information products, selling services as an affiliate, and I use that cash flow to set up this team, and now you, the client, can hire me, and we can together partner up to acquire the business. I can't do it by myself. I need my team, I need your help, I need more capital to finish the product. Quite frankly, I'm looking to raise and spend $100 million in the next 3 years, and at that point, I will be able to do it by myself. But as of right now, I have to finish the product, I have to finish the deal flow pipeline and use that to start completing transactions. So in this presentation, I'm going to go over exactly why I can't do it by myself and why it is a equitable partnership when you hire me to help you acquire a business. Okay, so number one, the team. So my board of advisors, right, there's 12 experts, and there'll be another video where I go into detail on these experts. 5 of these people have been a part of a 9-figure company as an executive, and I think it's like 8 or 9 of them have been a part of an 8-figure company. All right, so we've got experts. I've got experts in private equity, mergers and acquisition negotiations, hedge funds, SBA financing. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to like summarize, explain why these people are helping and why they're so beneficial and why it costed $800,000 to collect this team, and how the app that we built is bringing them all together, right? So number one, private equity. This guy owns 16 companies, has 75 million. He's someone that can help approve and evaluate a deal for equity groups. Then there's the mergers and acquisitions. So my partner Chris, like, he's the expert in evaluating the deal and negotiating the price to get it closed both on the buy and sell side. Then there's hedge funds. John, right, he's been on Wall Street for 30 years. He helped us set up the marketing fund, which is going to put us in position to raise money for our advertising at a significantly cheaper rate than what we're doing now. He's also going to help us take the company public, which is going to put us in position to do it on our own when we get hundreds of millions of dollars from the public market, and we're going to use that capital to acquire companies. Then there's SBA financing. So Ben, right, he's connected to one of the largest government banks in the country, so he can help you get approved from the government to acquire a business the traditional way. And then there's CJ, who specializes in wholesaling. So he's a 7-figure real estate wholesaler, and so he's training a network of scouts to go out and find deals off market and bring it to our community. There's cost reductions. So Sean, he's been in the business for 30 years, and so he helps companies save money with free cost reduction services. It creates passive income for the network, and it's going to increase the profitability of all the companies that we own. He also has 10,000 companies in his network. We haven't officially lined up that partnership because I want to show him the training and how it's selling, and that way we're going to be able to fully integrate, and we're going to be able to get access to a lot more data when, right? And these are all reasons why you want to hire me, guys, because I'm connected to all these people. Operations, so there's Jim. So he is our COO, and he took Exos from 20 million to 200 million in 4 years. So he's not only helping the entire acquisitions pipeline process, but he's also going to help install operation systems when you acquire the business so that it runs fast and efficiently. There's IT. So Tom, he was one of the first IT advisors for Topgolf. Took that company from 30 million to 400 million in 4 years. And then there's Jitesh, who's our CFO. So he's the current active controller of a company that's doing 200 million a year. We've got Andrew, he's got access to big buyers that have hundreds of millions. Some of them have billions of dollars in capital available for deals. And so he's a part of a group that's done 250 transactions over the last 20 years. So it's a very established buyer network that we can leverage. There's marketing. So my partner Adrian, he's worked with some of the top companies like Sam Ovens, Neil Patel, like influencers. Also, he's doing $500,000 a month with Next Gen T, a software training program that sells a $10,000 course. And then there's Terry, right? So he raised $18 million for his software company. And like I said, he's doing $500,000 a year. And so these 12 people, it costed me $800,000 to collectively aggregate the community. And so individually, they're all very successful, but by bringing them all together, we're able to create this entity that's significantly bigger than what it was originally. And so when you hire me, you get access to all of the wealth experiences of all these people to make it faster and more efficiently for you to buy a business and for me to buy a business, right? And so it's easier for me to come up with cash to pay these people because, like I said, I'm not liquid for millions of dollars. I can't just go buy a business on my own. However, I have a proven track record of selling information products, and I use that cash flow to get these people to work with me. A lot of these people also hired me to sell for them, which is how I was able to bring them all together. Okay, and so I'm just explaining, this is why I can't buy businesses on my own. However, this group has collectively done 350 transactions over the last 30 years. Okay, and so I was able to bring these people together through my track record of marketing, right? So I could have went more detail, but I have 21 case studies outlining how I've done anywhere from 12 to 21x ROI on my ads with $200,000 spent. And so because I became a proven marketer, I was able to attract this network of high quality experts to help us acquire businesses faster and more efficiently. Okay, and so by using these funnel and the case studies, I paid for staff, right? So I've invested well over $2 million in just the staff. I did a Q4 report last year. It was $1.5 million last year that I spent. And I haven't ran all the numbers this year, but I'll have that soon by the end of the month. So the main hires that I have is my CTO, I've got developers, I've got VAs, I have operations, customer service, and then copywriters to help develop the app and product. And so for someone who's like, why don't you just buy a business by yourself? And I'm like, look, like I don't have the liquidity to buy a business myself. However, I do have the cash flow to pay these people and develop a product and app that aggregates dozens, hundreds, if not thousands of deals. And then I present those deals to the people that are liquid. The people that are liquid close the transaction, we get a piece, right? And so that's why you, the client who hired me, you give me the ability to continue to fund this staff so that we can move on to the next part, which is the deals, right? So right now we have 20 vetted, qualified deals that Chris has found, but the cost to close those transactions is $51 million. Like I said, I don't have millions of dollars liquid, so I can't close these transactions on my own, and we're currently shopping these deals out to private equity groups that are gonna put us in position to close. We're also creating a network of clients that can just close them through their SBA financing, but that's just marketing, that's data aggregation, right? And that's what the capital is going to. When clients hire us for that 50K price point, we use that to fund the operations, to generate more deals, and to fund marketing so we can find people to close these deals. It also gives us time to communicate with more private equity groups to put these deals in front of. Okay, and then so just to recap, right, number one, I had to set up this super team. That was really expensive. I had to do a bunch of marketing to generate that revenue. Then I had to set up a staff that works with me internally, that runs the day-to-day. We're able to create a pipeline of 20 deals where the total cost is $51 million. And then finally, closing the deals. How do we actually close them, right? Here are 4 things that we're developing that's gonna allow us to get in front of many, many more investors and put us in position to, like, where it's an absolute no-brainer on why, like, we're offering the service. So how we're gonna do that is complete. Number 1 is the deal sourcing AI. So instead of there being 20 deals with 51 million, imagine if we had 2,000 deals and it was like $5 billion worth of deals. Now it'd be significantly easier for us to go to the equity groups and close partnerships and get more transactions completed. we're almost done with the mobile application where we're going to be in the App Store. And so that's going to allow us to generate more users faster and more efficiently. And so these users are going to learn how they can leverage these network of experts. They're also going to learn how they can resell their consulting services, which is going to generate a lot of cash flow and revenue for the company. But most importantly, the people that are downloading the app are going to be able to learn how to bring in deals, but also interact with the deal. So imagine in the mobile app, I had 2,000 users that wanted to buy, and they were communicating like on a Facebook feed through these 20 deals of 51 million. Through the app, more buyers are going to be able to communicate, collaborate, and complete these transactions. We should have this mobile application pushed out to the App Store in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And so within that app, there is a training program that I've literally been spending 3 years building out, like without exaggeration, the content. I've been repurposing it for years. And so this training is going to teach people how to bring qualified deals to the buyers, but also help people start consulting businesses so that they have the time to work in acquisitions on a more consistent basis. So the consulting training is going to help people learn how to make $3,000 to $5,000, $10,000 a month online so they can interact with our community more effectively. And so, like I said, this training program has taken years of my life. I've purchased so many different training programs that has allowed me to create it, and then obviously I had to go develop real life experiences, case studies, and results to develop that training. And then finally, the social MLS. So that's going to be where when we have the deal sourcing AI, there will be a public feed where all the deals are posted and people can communicate on the app and platform so that they can communicate. The people that are liquid for 3-5 million, they can communicate. We can facilitate those conversations and get the deals done. So to anyone that like says negative things to me, they're like, if your program was real, you would be buying businesses on your own. And it's like, look guys, like what I put together is going to allow me to buy like multiple businesses, and it was very expensive. Like I said, at no point in time in my life, at any time in my life, did I ever have a large sum of liquidity where I could close a transaction on my own. However, I have always had cash flow, and I've generated that cash flow by selling information and services. And so I've used that to set up this system. And so when these 4 things are completed, the deal AI, the mobile app, the training, and the social MLS, that's going to allow me to put that mobile app in front of millions of people. I could go on TED Talk, generate thousands of users, and they'll all be able to integrate and collaborate on these deals, and I'll be able to start getting a piece of them, and I'll be able to develop my own liquidity, and that's when I will be able to buy businesses on my own, and we'll be able to continuously raise money and close the transactions all in-house. And so I hope this gives you a legitimate explanation on why we can't buy businesses on our own and why we need the support of more clients to complete the product. Like I said, when these things are done, the AI, the app, the training, and the MLS, and we're able to push that out in front of hundreds, if not thousands of users, we're all going to be in a position to acquire more companies. And I've invested millions of dollars into this process, and I've been working online for 10 years. And it's really just like a handful of more relationships. We have multiple clients looking at investing $1 million or more in Q1 of 2024. And if you are a potential client that's interested in hiring us, and you've always wanted to buy a business but you don't know where to start, check out my free training, How to Buy a Profitable Business Without Doing the Work. It explains exactly how I invested well over $2 million to set up this team, to set up the app, to set up these products that we're developing to make it simple and easy for anyone to buy a profitable business with like anywhere in the world. So if you're interested in learning more, check out that free training and feel free to schedule a free consultation today. I'll see you on the inside, and I'll take care. Have a good one.